Hello, everybody, and welcome to this impromptu uh, live webcam stream that I wanted to run uh, for just a few minutes. So, uh, hopefully, a half hour. As you can see, I haven't got much sleep. Suzanne is running. I gave her something to do so that she would not have to be mourning at home. And of course, I'll be there. I'm always there for her, so you know, that's a given. But today, she needed to see a friend, and I understood. Hey, Trustee A. Thank you for coming in. Uh, I really didn't plan this stream, this webcam today, so I'm just gonna come right out. Hi, Resolute. Thank you for coming to the webcam. Uh, the last 12 hours have been uh, absolutely miserable. Well, as we told you on the previous stream, my wife, well, actually on Facebook, I think it was, but my wife lost a dear friend of hers. She only made a few friends when she first moved here to Toronto several years ago. One of her closest friends, his name was Marty. He passed away of stage 4 terminal cancer, stomach cancer. Thought he was over it, but then, he died. Well, just within the last 12 hours, we found out that another dear friend of hers died. He was a very giving bartender friend of hers. Worked at a place called Lakeview Tavern. His name was Peter. He was Greek. He was a very nice person. I only got to meet him twice myself, I think. Yeah, twice. But he was very nice. Gave of his own free will. He didn't ask for anything. You know, people paid him when they could, and he gave free food sometimes. And I mean, he did it for his most loyal friends, closest people he knew. Well, Peter's gone, and now in the last 2 months and 9 days, my wife has lost two of her closest friends in the world that she knew for 20 plus years. I have a similar brother who lives in still in Arizona that I've known for over 20 years of my life. Actually, I've known him for, oh my God, it's almost 50 years. I've known him since 1977, and it'll be 50 years in another 4 years. So yeah, I've known him for over 40 years. And there are two other friends like that too. Excuse me. One lives in Idaho. The other one also lives in Arizona. So two in Arizona, one in Idaho. But yesterday, we lost Peter, one of my wife's best friends and a bartender. Great guy. So today she's with her friend. She's running some errands. She's going to buy some cat litter and stuff for the cats, for our fur babies. And then she's going to hook up with one of her last remaining friends, uh, Scotty. And they're going to visit a grave or two of her great grandparents that used to live in this area. Yeah, it's very rough, Resolute. I'm I'm a little beside myself right now. Uh, I felt like I just needed to vent this because I didn't know them. I mean, I didn't know them personally, but I got to meet them. Both gentlemen before they passed on. My wife was a wreck last night, but I was there, thank God, to comfort her. I don't know what I'd do if I lost any of my family. Down back in the states. I know if it was my mom and dad, or my brother, or any of my two sisters, or anyone immediately related in my family, excuse me, I'd be down there in a heartbeat. I may not have a passport or ID right now, but I would get an emergency passport. I get an emergency visa, and I travel down there and be there for him. So I hope to God that doesn't happen anytime soon. I know what my wife's going through right now. It's not the best time. I know what Pop's going through too, and I'm sorry, Pop. You know, and Bird, I'm glad you're getting out. I hope you're getting out today because I know what you're going through as well. So I both consider you my brothers, pop culture carrier and Bird of Prey 5. So yeah, hope you guys are gonna be doing okay. Especially you, Pop. I hope you can find your solace in Arizona up there in Williams, wherever you end up. But right now, I just needed to talk to anybody, to somebody. I tried to reach friends on Messenger phone. I couldn't reach them. I tried. Tried a couple times. Kept praying, please, somebody pick up the phone. Anybody. Nobody did. Nobody did. It's like it's like I have nobody I can call. Because I told my wife, I said, please, Suzanne, take the phone in case there's any emergencies or anything happens, anything else goes on, or if my parents need something, they can call you. Because she doesn't talk enough on the phone. Thank God I talked to mom and dad the other day. Uh, and they're doing okay. So thank God for that. But then, hearing about her friend last night just passing, he was in a bad way. And then she has one gal friend, Mary, who's also going through pretty much the same thing that Peter was before Peter passed. This is not easy on me. Thank God I'm with my babies. They're all laying down or, you know, resting. I don't want to disturb them. I just don't. But you can see the pictures behind me. My wife Suzanne is a very talented painter and talented in many ways, and cooking and everything. She is my everything. I don't know what I'd do if I lost her. I don't even think about it. I don't even contemplate it. It'd just be too damaging. Uh, so anyway, um, oh, I'm gonna I'm gonna try to remain steadfast. Let's see if I get through AQOT today. Uh, I might not be on there for long. I don't know. If they let me on panel, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine too. It's just been a really rough 12 hours. It's gonna get even rougher because I know she's a bundle of emotions right now. And I told her, I said, look, Scotty was your first and foremost best friend, and I'm your husband. I know you love me. I know you care for me. So that's, like I said, that's a given. And she needs a close friend right now. And Scotty is one of her last friends to, still around. And Marty and Peter were just as important to him as they were to Suzanne. So yeah, and of course Kevin and Resolute. I'm glad you're here to listen to me vent and get emotional. it's it's not easy. It really isn't. On break. Don't hack, ban, terminate, impersonate. I'm back from Detroit. Oh, okay. Thank you. Um, I birthday party at grandma's is fun. Oh, okay. Thank you on break. I don't know who you are. I'm sorry. Um, but thank you for being here. Just a wreck. I don't know what else to do today. Just gonna. I'll be here for a few more minutes. Well, yeah. I'll give it the full half hour, 45 minutes at the most. Just gotta vent some more. A little bit more. Oh, and if you do like, yeah, please hit like and subscribe. I'm not monetizing my channel, so don't worry about that. But the YouTube algorithm, I understand. Uh, the last time I checked, I'm at 89 subscribers. I definitely could use 11 more to at least be right at 100. So if you want to subscribe, check out my channel first. See if you like it. Check out my playlist. I got music. I got special events, documentaries, things that are on there, things that I felt and feel are important, not only to the welfare of our country here in Canada, but also the states and everywhere else. So, um, if you guys check it out, great. And if you see things I do on other channels, uh, that's great too. So anyway, um, yeah. So this coming Wednesday, we're going to be doing the live stream on my StreamYard and on YouTube about the last two movies we saw. It's going to be my first real live stream movie review on this channel. We're going to be discussing Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, the fifth and final installment in the franchise. And then we'll also examine The Flash. Now, for those of you who've seen it, that's great. I would love to hear your opinions. For those of you who might not have seen it yet, but have heard some things, I still want to hear your opinions. And even for those who have never seen it yet, but would love to hear just a few facts about the movies and the fact that there won't be any spoilers if you're thinking of seeing it. It'll be spoiler free, I promise. But if I go back on that, you can hate me and and unsubscribe from my channel. It's fine. No matter. Uh, so anyway, both movies were good. In our honest opinion, um, my wife and I, we both went on Friday. We had a nice steak breakfast in the morning, and then at our new favorite place, it's called T-Bones. Really great food. They claim to be the best steak in all of Toronto. I believe them. I think they are. It's a nice little hidden gem away from the busyness and the traffic. Excuse me, of downtown. So Toronto, of the GTA. But like I said, we saw the two movies on that Friday. That's all I'll say until the live stream on Wednesday. It's going to be July 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, and 5 o'clock Pacific time. Hey, howdy, Jay. Are you feeling better, my brother? Uh, I just had to vent. You didn't miss a lot, but my wife just lost another friend. His name was Peter. He was a bartender, a friend, a confidant, a very nice person. I only got to meet him twice, but he passed away yesterday in his sleep. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Well, my prayers are with you. always. You know that we're always praying for you. And I hope you do feel better by Wednesday because I would definitely like for you to be a part of that panel, as well as Resolute and Gorilla and Daniel's Hot Topics and Trusty Ape and also, uh, yes, well, our friends, people we see. Captain Fandom Nerd, you know, my condolences and prayers go to her and the family. Thank you. Thank you, Jay. That means the world to me. I tried to get a hold of other friends back in the States also before this. And I just said I couldn't reach any of them. No one. So it was just. Oh, I appreciate that, Jay. I just want you to feel better. I don't want you to be under the weather if you don't feel up to it. But like I said, it won't be until Wednesday night. So it should be at a good enough time that everybody can attend and be there. And I'm not interfering with. Normally, Wednesday is a Resolute Gorillas watch party. But they said because they care so much for me, they let me go ahead and take their time slot on Wednesday night. So again, I appreciate that, Resolute Germ and Gorilla, for being a gorilla and helping me out in that case. It's going to be a fun stream. Um, I hope to be on, uh, hopefully more than three, but no more than four. But depending on, like I said, it'll be starts at 8 o'clock Eastern. So let's just say that if I reach 12 midnight and I'm starting to go, and starting to talking gibberish, that'll be time to stop the stream. Yeah. Or my wife saying, "Oh, I'm ready to go to bed, honey," and then. So I prepared her ahead of time. She might even put in her 2 cents and talk from her computer and offer her opinions also. You get your new arthritis and neuropathy medication Wednesday. Oh, that's great, sir. I hope that helps. Yeah, we suffered from similar arthritic, and my wife has some pain pills to help us. So if I need them, right now I'm okay. I just did my normal Sunday chores. We cleaned up our fur babies' litter boxes. Got rid of all of our trash. Cleaned up around the apartment just a little bit before she was going to go out with her friend Scotty to to get over some of the pain. And I know she needed a confidant, a friend. So you know they were friends, and he is a trustworthy friend too. So I'm glad that she's able to. It'll be a nice distraction for her because I told her I just wanted her to go get some you know litter, cat litter for Moon Pie and Deja Vu, and then and some other stuff. So it'll be a nice distraction. Yeah. So first of all, uh, I do want to say on break, Trusty Ape, Resolute, Germ, and Jay Aldrich, all my brothers. I appreciate you coming into this webcam. I really do. It's awesome. Want to say that right now before we finish later on. So, um, you guys are great. You really are. It means the world to me. I know that I say like I know that I say that sometimes I don't want to. I wanted to wait and do it the stream. On Wednesday. I really did. But like I said, since this thing happened, my wife is. You know what? She's handling it better than I thought she would, because she was really torn up about the whole thing. She said, "Nope." She said, "I'm going to stay strong." I said, "Look, Scotty is going to help you through it too. Be with Scotty. Be with a friend. Okay? You're with me for the rest of your life, and I know you love me and care for me and everything. So that's fine. But if you need to be with a friend right now, I totally get it. I totally understand. I mean, I had to go when I lost some relatives of mine and friends recently back in the past. I needed someone, and someone was there, and like you guys are today for me in the chat, which is great. And I was able to get through it. Excuse me. So yes, and we got 5 people, 3 likes. Thank you, and we got 5 people watching. Thank you guys. Uh, Jay, I really did appreciate our time with a question or track this past Thursday. That was fantastic. That was fun. I had a lot of fun. Trusty Ape, I love our conversations. Hey, waving to you. Yeah. Um, hey. Hi. Hi, Jeff. Thank you for coming. I'll be there for you today, too. As long as there is still an AQOT. But regardless, if there isn't, I'm still there for you. You know that. I'm always there for you. Jay says the Lord is her comforter. He will be there to help her to get over this. Thank you, Jay. That was much needed. Thank you. Well, let's see. I love relating things back, so we'll cover this real quick. Let's see. All right, so Trustee Ape Kevin came in and said, "Hi, Mikey." Resolute Germ, my buddy from Washington State, came and said, "Hello." Yes, that's rough. Then I had a gentleman or a lady, I'm not sure which, but probably a very close friend that didn't want to be known, but on break, who says, "Don't hack, ban, terminate, impersonate." I'm back from Detroit, and also said, "Birthday party at Grandma's is fun." Great. Thank you. I'm glad you're here for me, though. That also means a lot. And hello to Grandma. Whichever grandmother that is. If it's our relation, yes. Okay. Thank you. Jay Aldridge said howdy, and he wasn't really feeling well, but I'm glad you're going to be able to get something for that, Jay, on Wednesday. He says, "My condolences and prayers go to Suzanne and the family. Thank you. You'll be there for me on Wednesday. Thank you. I get my new arthritis and neuropathy medications Wednesday. That's awesome." Professor came in, says, "We are here for you, Mikey. Thank you, buddy." Uh, yeah, I hope so too, Jay. That'd be fun. And hopefully Zoe's there. We can always make fun of Zoe. 1-900. A question of track chat. That makes me laugh. I had to say that. Sorry. 1-900. Chat war. Yeah. Jay says the Lord is her comforter. He will be there to help her get over this. Yes, he will. Thank you, Lord, for giving me such great friends that I can rely on, that I can count on. Yes, and you really enjoyed it too. Yes, I'm glad you did. Yeah, Patrick Furlong. I mean, come on, 350 times the man had seen the film. Yeah. Well, I don't know that sounds like a lot. Oh, hey, PvP, my buddy from Kelowna, BC. How are you, man? Well, since you guys are starting to pop in, I'll stay here a little bit longer, if that's okay. It's good to see you, my friend. The Lord was with me when I lost my girlfriend almost 11 years ago, so I know the Lord will be there for her too. Yes, uh, she's uh, she's got a very good distraction. Like I said, Scott is a very good friend to her. He's like a brother. He is a brother, in fact. He's part of our extended family. He's a brother. Okay, they may not be blood related, but they are brother. They're like a brother and sister. So I told her, yes, be with him today. Help him get through this because Peter was as dear to him as he was to my wife. So yes, they need to help each other. Yeah, PvP says I saw Indy 5 last night. It's actually pretty good. Yes, I agree with you without giving out too much away until the stream on Wednesday. So I hope you're there for me too, PvP. I want you to be a part of that panel as well. so that we could talk about the film without giving any spoilers away. We know how to do that, right? Okay. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Once again, Mikey, we seem to agree often on films. Yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, critics will be critics. I'm not gonna, if they get paid to do that, they get paid to do that. So I'm not gonna diss what they say. I mean, I'm not gonna diss what they do. But I have an opinion. So if they're saying something that doesn't jive, I'm definitely going to speak out about it, and that's my opinion. But that's it. It's my opinion. I'm not getting paid for it, but I'm going to say something because. Okay. Pleasant says I'll try to pop on. Okay. Yeah, Wednesday, July 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern, whatever time that is for you. I think that's 5 p.m. Pacific, and I should be on here for at least 4 hours. I'm going to plan on uh, talking with Suzanne, and I'm planning for exactly 4 hours. So I know you could probably make it. Hey, Daniel, Hot Topics. Hey, buddy, how are you? You doing all right? It's great to see you. I want you to be there too, Daniel, on Wednesday night, okay? Yeah, as part of the panel. That'd be great. We'll try to get as many people as we can. Uh, yes, you plan to watch Indy 5 on Tuesday. Okay, Professor. Yeah, either be in the panel with me if you want, or be in the chat because we can talk about it. We got two really good films. I really think they were great. I gave, like I said, just initially, we gave, I should say, sorry, Suzanne and I, we gave Indiana Jones 5 a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So basically an A grade. And then we gave, well, A minus. I think it was A minus because there was a few things questionable, but that's okay. And then the Flash we saw, and they had a really good homage to every person that, just to give one little tidbit, they gave a homage to every single person that ever played Batman, up to Clooney and what could have been with Nicolas Cage. And then they also did a homage to every single person that played Superman, and even Cavill and Brandon Routh, who was in Superman Returns, which was supposed to be the filler between Superman 2 and Superman 3, which had Kevin Spacey as, Lex Luthor. Um, and that's supposedly where he had Superboy, but didn't know about it through Lois Lane, whatever that movie was. uh, but yeah, so yeah, so that's but that was nice. I mean, it was like I said, to every Superman, even the ones before George Reeves, played him. So yeah, that was great stuff. Uh, let's see. It gives the lie to all the hate channels on YouTube. Yes, it does. We're one of the few outspoken people who actually enjoyed it. Yeah, Daniel says I loved Indiana Jones about. I can't wait till we can talk about it. Yes, sir. I can't wait either. And PvP is going to hopefully be there with us too, so we can talk about it. He says so many channels I used to respect, I don't anymore as much. I agree. Jay said he saw the new Indiana Jones 5 movie. Professor, you work till 10 Eastern on Wednesday. My friend, I'll be there till midnight. I'm planning on at least a 4 hour stream. Okay? I'm going to say that right up front right now. So you'll be able to still make it. Okay? I want to make sure everybody's there if they can, to be there. Resolute said, I will be there and I'll try to watch at least one of the movies. Please do. Daniel says, do you think there could be a spin off? Or, well, there may not be a sequel because they advertise this is the final movie. I have to say, Daniel, without ruining it, that, well, his goddaughter didn't leave it open per se that there could be another. It didn't really leave it open. It didn't say anything. But I want you guys to see it first before you determine that yourself. But what was done at the very end, I'm not going to say because it was great. It was a great ending to it. what they did at the very end. A lot of the negative criticism many channels say about the film just aren't true. Yes, PvP, no, I agree with you there. But like I said, go see the movies for yourself, even if it's just one of them. Go see it because it's they were both so good. Well, I mean, Flash was okay. We gave it. I think we gave it 3 out of 5, or ultimately 3.5 out of 5. So it was like a solid B. But I mean, Indy was awesome. I mean, it was awesome. Yeah, Indy was actually still very much an action hero, not a female old guy at all. Exactly, exactly. There was a few times that you thought, okay, yeah, he's not going to be able to do this, and I'm sure there's a stunt man that helped and whatever. Of course, probably the same guy has been his body double or his stunt double for the last 4 films. So yes, absolutely. No promises that I'll be completely sober when I do watch, however. Resolute, that's fine. I'm not judging you. You can go in there drunk all you want. There's cinemas that allow you to drink beer and alcohol, uh, hard liquor, anything in a theater to watch the film. So if you want to do that, that's totally fine. I don't judge you, not at all. Go right ahead. I mean, anybody. Yeah, Daniel said, I love the homage to George Reeves, Superman, Nicolas Cage, the Superman that might have been, right? And it was nice to see Helen Slater as Supergirl. Yes, it was. Now, that's one scene I will talk about. There was one of the, I would say, safe to say, the best Superman, and that was Christopher Reeve. And on the same hillside, the best possible Supergirl, other than the actress who played Supergirl in this film in Flash, Sasha Calle, and it was Helen Slater, and but what was she was a great Supergirl, but the one that I really appreciated that was actually on the hillside with Christopher Reeve was Melissa Benoist, or Benoist, whatever her last name is pronounced. She was on the hillside as Kara Zor-El, and she's right there with Jor-El. I mean, with Superman. The two of them on the hillside. It was it was freaking awesome. Um, let's see. Jay Aldrich says, "I will give you my rating on the movie Wednesday." Okay, Jay. Daniel says, "I was watching Screen Rant and Ryan Array." I'm going to put my glasses on because I can barely read some of this. See, I'm an old man. I need glasses. Okay, so Daniel says, I was watching Screen Rant and Ryan Array, yeah, Arey, did say that there could be another adventure with Indy because something happened, and I would love to talk about what he said, and I have a good idea about what it is. Yeah, me too. Harrison Ford was in great shape, actually, PvP says, yes. Um, Daniel says, I have a good story for another Indiana Jones movie of this one, but Harrison Ford's in his 80s, and he sadly he won't come back. I know, but don't tell him what happened at the end. We want to surprise people. The scene where he's in his boxers showed Ford is still pretty ripped. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He didn't look bad. I mean, come on. You had a Beatles song playing. He wakes up from sleep and he still looks good. Holy shit. I mean, man, Harrison, you definitely kept yourself in shape for this movie. My girlfriend, Jay says, wanted to go see the movie, so I watched it with her. That was very nice of you, Jay. And she really wanted to see it. That's great. Okay, Daniel, she was in it, but only briefly. Okay, so it was Helen Slater, the first Supergirl. You're right. Okay, but yeah, Benoist was in like a flash scene of it. She did appear. She was in it. Yeah, the Beatles. Yeah. Um, PvP says, yeah, LOL. The Beatles song was a fun choice. Yes. Yes, I agree with you, Daniel. Yeah, Melissa Benoist. Yes. Oh, PvP, please. I never condemn anyone, and I never get mad at anyone who uses caps. I use caps. Okay, enough said. uh, yeah, Resolute. Yeah, it was actually. Well, I don't want to give it away, okay, but yes, from what I read, there was an incident, uh, but it wasn't him. One of the stuntmen, they did a tribute to him at the end. They said the stuntman's name. He was in the plane wreck during the filming of the movie. So I think someone died. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't Harrison. It was a stunt person. It had to have been. Now that you mention it. Yeah, I don't want to get too much away from the movie. Please don't spoilers. I'm trying not to, Professor. Okay? I'm just giving you brief highlights right now until we actually discuss the film on Wednesday, along with the Flash, like I said. Yeah, I won't, Professor. I'm trying to be careful. When did Melissa Benoist appear in the Flash? The CW Supergirl appeared in the movie. I never knew that. Yeah, it was a very brief scene, Daniel. But I don't want to ruin it for Professor because he wants to go see it. So yeah, but he did. She did. But you're right about who the one was that appeared on the hillside. Yeah, because I was trying to picture it again. Just trying to see it. I have a crappy keyboard that is too easy to slip onto caps. Yeah, PvP, sure. I mean, in his real life, Ford flies in his free time. Yes, he does. He has his own plane. He does. In 2 days, Daniel. Yeah. Uh, I'm going to leave because I don't want to read anything else about Indy 5. Okay, I'm sorry, Professor. We're not giving spoilers away here. No, we're just trying to give you a couple brief highlights before I do the stream on Wednesday. But please, yeah, go see it because I recommend it. PvP recommends it too. And so does Jay because Jay saw it with his girlfriend. So yeah, it's very good. Reader here, yes. Melissa was in the Supergirl show. Yeah, she was. But I was saying that I also saw a brief flash of her in um, the tribute scene. I call it the tribute scene, the homage scene in Flash. Mikey, are you inviting Doomcock, an official drinker, to Wednesday's stream? That's a joke. uh, hmm. Well, if Doomcock behaves himself or official drinker, they can go in the chat. I'm not going to let him in the panel. Or they can stay backstage and rant and rave. But see, that's why Professor said when you have the stream, you have control of the stream. I agree. John does a great job, as you saw at Jet Nerdy yesterday. Well, I don't know if you were there, but Jet Nerdy does a great job. Oh dear Lord, don't. Yes, thank you, Jay. Yeah, no, I won't. Sorry for my twisted sense of humor. PvP, you know what? You guys are all amazing because you came in here. I was feeling like crap. Like I said, the last 12 hours have been real shitty, okay? But, not only for myself, but definitely for my wife because she just lost two friends in 2 months. I'm like, come on. You know, she's getting through it. Thank you, Resolute Germ. You're off to lunch. You take care of yourself, buddy. Please. And I'll see you on Wednesday. I hope you're there. I hope you can make it. If you can't, I understand, but please, I hope you can. I definitely will want you there. And Gorilla too. Pass the message to him as well, in case he misses this stream. Oh, hey, Lemon Pie. Lemon Pie Man. Good to see you, dude. You're always a great representative of our streams, and I appreciate it. This was just a rant. I had to vent today. It's been a difficult 12 hours. The rest of the gentlemen here can tell you. It's been really bad. Two friends in 2 months. Yeah, condolences. Yeah, it's been bad. Daniel says, I'm so worried. Haven't you noticed that movies are bombing left and right at the worldwide box office? Yeah, movies are bombing. This is sad. This means Hollywood will shut down soon. Yeah, the writer's strike is a huge bad thing because well, you know what? I'm going to say right now, I think the writer's strike is probably a bad thing, but it's also a good thing. Bad in the way that you're not having anything coming out of any decent caliber. Creativity is pretty much dead. There just isn't anybody there to write anything good anymore. Screenplays, what have you, just don't have them. But the good thing is, maybe it'll clean up Hollywood a lot more, so then maybe we will start, hopefully, to have better films coming out, more stuff that's going to be beneficial to all audiences, not just certain genders or you know. Let's see. Yes, yes, yeah, Daniel, that's a great point. Lemon Pie says, "Hey, Picker, Germ, Jay. Hey, Lemon. Oh, sorry to hear, Mikey. Yeah, Lemon, that's fine. You're here. It means the world to me, dude. Seriously, seriously, it does. You know, I'm overwhelmed. You guys are awesome." Jay says, "How are you, Lemon Pie?" Yeah. I'm worried about Deadpool 3 being on Disney. Yes, I am too, PvP. I am. Uh, but Daniel assured me, that there's only good things coming or good news coming out of it with their production. So I'm going to trust Daniel on this one. I think he's right. But that being said, I know what Pop has against Disney, and I get it. I totally get it. I understand. I do. When he talks about pedophiles, he talks about the child grooming, all this. Yes, I get it. I understand. Okay, Pop? So, look, I want you to be there, especially you. I want you to be there Wednesday night so I can explain my position, why I feel the way I do. Look, I don't like Disney any more than most people. Okay? They are an evil corporation. They have been for years. But that being said, I used to watch, I watched Fantasia, I watched Sleeping Beauty, I watched Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I could go on. The computer who wore tennis shoes, Flubber. I'm I seen all this early stuff, and it was fine. I even saw Song of the South, which they banned, and I got to see it before they did that shit. Excuse my language, but right, I'd seen it. I'm old enough to have said I'd seen it, and I did. So I believe me, I understand. I do. Yeah. Have you heard the tragedy of Darth Eggnog the Wise? Lemon. Very nice. Very good. Yeah. PvP, they're not going to let that drop. I love the first two Deadpool films, superhero films for adults. Yes. They're for adults only, not children. Yeah. He attained such a volume of eggnog, such a volume. The only thing he feared was losing his eggnog, which of course he eventually did. PvP says, "Well, I hope Ryan Reynolds has enough creative control to make the film good." Yes, you know what, Daniel, I actually hope, and PvP, I hope that Ryan Reynolds has soul control, right? And I hope this is what Disney might say to him, like, now be nice, don't do this, no. I hear Deadpool 3 will be complete production soon. I think this is possible. It began production on May 23rd, 2023. It only got through a week or two of production till the strike. Yeah. Now, creative films like Deadpool 3, and I think will be creative. I think it will be. That's just my opinion, right? But I'm just saying, with that being in mind, I think they're going to be able to put together a lot of pre-production. I know that some films are able to do that without writers, period. They put out, what do they call them, the storyboards, right? And then they can figure out what they want to do. And then when they get the writers back, which hopefully is soon, I hope it's soon, they get the writers back, and then they can converse and collaborate, get all that, the creative juices, right? The creative juices back, to make these films watchable again, to put people back in the theater seats without this bullshit Netflix and everything. It's BS. Okay? I hate Netflix. Uh Disney was a different company when we were young kids. Yes. Pleasant or PvP, yes. Uh Jay says people are tired of Hollywood's agenda in movies, that's why the movies are bombing. Exactly. Exactly. You know what? We need some independent films too. We need more independent films. We do. We do. Barf Eggnog the Wise. I may can my YouTube name to that. Yeah, that would be fun. That'd be fun. Change it. Yes. Do it, PvP. Yes. Lemon Pie says, do it. Mountain, do it. Do it. Okay. So Daniel says, so the strike happened and they stopped production of Deadpool 3, but they only got through a week or two of filming, and now they are not, and still are not, so they are far from finished. Yes. I'm glad you checked on that because we were all saying to you before, and it's not just against you at all. You know that, brother. It's just letting you know that when a writer's strike happens, it shuts down everything. So any movies that got done before that strike decided to happen, you might notice that some of these films, they must have rushed stuff. Because I just saw a recent trailer for Expendables 4, which is coming out on my birthday on September 22nd, and it looked rushed. It did. It scared the you know what out of me. Because I own the first 3 Expendable films, and they're awesome. Every one of them is awesome because they had thought and care and creativity. And Sly Stallone is not a bad person. You know, he does a great job. You know, with Lionsgate and everything. So he's wonderful with that. But with the 4th one coming, I saw a recent trailer, and I was like, cool, awesome. But they weren't all the same people. I mean, they brought back Dolph Lundgren, they brought back Sly, they brought back Jason Statham, because you can't take Jason Statham out of it. Come on, Christmas, yeah, no. So they brought him back. But some of the kids that you saw in the 3rd one that were in the bar with them, and including Antonio Banderas, who by the way appears in Indiana Jones 5, yay. Um, you know, they didn't bring him back. Go or Go or whoever, whatever his name was in 3. I think that's what it was. Go or something like that. So they didn't bring him back. They didn't bring anybody. They didn't bring Jet Li back. I was kind of upset about that. I think they did bring Arnold back. If I remember. Yeah, I think they did. They might bring Bruce. I don't know. Bruce is still mental, so I don't. I don't know if they bring Bruce Willis back. Okay, but I know they brought some of them back. Anyway, going to watch Man from Uncle and Avengers with Jill. See you guys later. All right, take care, PvP. Yeah, I might join you later. I don't know. We'll see. I might wrap this up pretty soon. I want to give myself at least an hour. So, Deadpool 3 is to be released on May 2024. So they have time to finish it. Thanks, Jay. I'm looking forward to that. And I am really looking forward to a teaser trailer from them, from Deadpool 3, when it comes out eventually. I want to see how much creative control Ryan Reynolds has. He's had 2 hits, and I want to see if he makes it 3. So, Daniel's Hot Topic said, I don't understand why the article I read said that Deadpool 3 is close to being finished. That's probably a crap article. It probably is. Jay does know some stuff too, as well as you, Daniel. So I trust you both. I trust you both. So but you know what? Like I said, Wednesday we'll cover the 2 movies, but it's also open for panel discussion. So we can also talk about any future movies that we have seen trailers for, and I will definitely mention Expendables 4 because I got to. It disappointed me, the trailer, and I was like, yes, I'm excited because it's on my birthday, and I want to go see it on my birthday. And Suzanne said, yeah, we can do that on your birthday. But there are actually 2 other movies which are going to be just as good in successive weeks before my birthday They got two really good movies that we saw trailers for, and I'll get that information later and do another stream on them on future movies. But for right now, uh, what I know about what we know, what you guys know about Deadpool 3 and about Expendables 4, and there's also the Boogeyman. That's supposed to be but a great reboot that my wife saw in a trailer for. She wants to see it as well because we're horror and sci-fi and action movies and stuff. And then we'll what maybe we'll even discuss Avengers. 7 years from now, they're gonna have Secret Wars, or at least that's on the drawing board. Nobody has really proven anything yet. So, and Daniels also says Deadpool 3 must have a significantly higher budget than Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2 and Captain America: New World Order because Deadpool 3 is a multiverse movie involving the TVA Time Variance Authority. Yeah, no, exactly. You know what? I agree with you. Well, that's what Flash was kind of like too. Flash was like a form of the multiverse, but a DC uh, interpretation of the multiverse for them, which I think made it pretty decent. Like I said, it wasn't the greatest movie I've ever seen, but it was fairly good. And like I said, I did love the homage scene. Very, very good. Oh, and by the way, Daniel, you didn't tell me that Andy Muschietti, who did the It reboot so well with Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise, Chapter 1 and 2, and the one that had Stephen King in a cameo as the pawn shop owner. If you told me that the Muschiettis, Andy and Patricia, had done it, I would have gone and seen the movie with my wife on her birthday. I know we couldn't afford it at the time, but we would have eventually seen it very quickly. I'm glad we did on the 30th, actually, so that actually worked out perfect. But if you told me it was the Muschiettis, I would have said absolutely. They're a great new power couple. They have creative minds, both of them. They're very intelligent people. They did a great. I think they did a great It reboot. It was wonderful, and I think they did just as good of a job on Flash. Maybe not a great job because it is about superhero and all this stuff, and the form of the multiverse. But I think they did a decent job. And when I saw his name, I'm like, Andy Muschietti. Who knew? Somebody had told me, I would have been like, hey, cool. I'd definitely go see it. Jay says, I want Hollywood to make a $6 million Man and a Knight Rider movie. Okay, that's a good point too. That's a good post there. I'll tell you what. Okay, here's my opinion on that. I'll tell you that. Uh, yeah, and then we'll kind of close up the stream here, and so I can get prepared for later. And I might go visit PvP and Jill. So come with me, Jay and Daniel, if you want to, and Resolute and everybody that's already gone. Okay. After $6 Million Man did their series, after Lee Majors did his series, and then uh, Lindsay Wagner did her Bionic Woman series. They didn't last long. They were only a few seasons of each, but they were great. I mean, great series. No, no denying that. Okay. Steve Austin and Lindsay Wagner got together and did three. Remember, they did three post movies after their individual series were over on TV. These were, mini movies. And then on the last movie they did of the three, they got married ultimately, and that was it. They got married. That was the Bionic Man and Bionic Woman live happily forever, or happily ever after, or something like that. I know the exact title somewhere, and I'll find it. But anyway, they did three movies, and then that was it. Now, how? And I'm not saying, Jay, that they couldn't do a movie like that. They could, but how do you end it? Or not end it? Or how do you reboot it? Or how do you remake it? Or how do you bring it back? Now, I understand the CGI could cure a lot of ills. I get it. I understand. I do. I totally agree. But as I said before in a previous stream, the CGI has to be done right. Right. It has to be done right. It has to be done efficiently. And it's got to help the story. So, if you can promise me, and I'm telling this to anybody who's thinking of doing a reboot of $6 Million Man or The Bionic Woman, and not the mess that was on TV, several years ago that they did a reboot of Bionic Woman and it totally failed after a few episodes. Yeah, not that. No. What I want, or whoever would think of doing it, to come out and put out a good product if you're going to do a remake. The same thing, the same concept, yeah, the same concept would apply to a Knight Rider movie. Now, Knight Rider. Would I have David Hasselhoff? If the man is still breathing, would I have him come back and make a cameo in it? You want to hear this? Absolutely. I like David Hasselhoff. So, yes, I would love for him if they do a reboot of Knight Rider, but I want him to be a part of the story. I don't want him to just show up and be there like they did for A-Team back in the day when they had Liam Neeson redoing it as Hannibal, which wasn't a bad movie. Don't get me wrong, it was fine. But I mean, you just had Dirk Benedict and Dwight Schultz show up at the end as, Face and Murdoch. I mean, but they were, two different characters at the end. That was so lame. And then you didn't even have Mr. T. You didn't even have the balls. Yeah, Mr. T, balls to show up. Come on, even if it was for a paycheck, you could have just showed up. That would have been cool. But no. And we understand why George Papard couldn't, because the man was dead. Okay? But I think Liam Neeson did a decent job. But come on, that Rampage Jackson guy as Mr. T? Screw that. Oh, man, that was bad, bad. Oh, but anyway. Um, I'll leave that for another stream. I'll tell you how bad A-Team movie was as opposed to the series. I'm going to do that as a future stream, so keep an eye on for that. Yeah, Jay says 2 reports say the budget for Deadpool 3 is supposed to be $150 to $200 million. Why believe that? Ryan Reynolds is, and I hope, like I said, according to you and me and Daniel, I hope Ryan Reynolds has complete creative control. The 3 C's. Right? I want him to control it. I want him to put it out there as being the best. If not the best of all three, at least a good product. So that more people will go to the theaters and sit in seats and watch them. Or downstream it. Who cares, right? As long as they get money. The world is getting tired of superhero movies. Yes, they are. And yeah, Jay, right. Bionic Ever After. Thank you. Lemon Pie says, Mikey, balls, language, sir. Just kidding. I told you, Lemon Pie. I just wanted to vent. This is it. I'm venting right now. Wait till you hear me on Wednesday when you come by, okay? Believe me, this is nothing. But I'm not going to try to get too loud. I mean, it's going to be it's still going to be nighttime, and I don't want to wake up my precious wife if she wants to go to bed early or something. But she knows I'm going to do a long stream, so that being in mind, just like I said, keep watching. Keep watching. Yeah, the Bionic Woman and Wonder Woman reboot was good. They just didn't give it a try. Yeah. Okay. Um, I guess now, if you're thinking of the Wonder Woman reboot, you're thinking of with Gal Gadot, and yeah. Well, first of all, I saw the original Wonder Woman that Gal Gadot plays in as Diana Prince, and she did a great job. I saw her in Justice League, and she did a very good job in that. I think. I think she saved the film. Is that possible that a woman can save a film? Yes, it is. Wonder Woman 1984, I won't even bother to acknowledge it. And I'll tell you why. 2 reasons. One, because you're bringing Chris Pine back, and I think he only wanted to come back so he can make money because obviously he realized that the Star Trek reboot J.J. Abrams crap wasn't working. Even though I did like Into Darkness, that's actually my favorite of the three because Cumberbatch played a great Khan. So that being said, um, let's see. Tennis balls hit against the wall. Jay says, yeah. Okay. PvP back for a bit. Jill's having breakfast tacos. Oh, lucky Jill. I had a nice cheese and egg sandwich this morning from my lovely wife. And a diet drink. I know, it doesn't sound like I had a diet drink. I'm tired of superhero movies except Deadpool. He's kind of an anti hero, though. Yes, he is. And as I was just telling Jay and Daniel and Lemon, I want uh, I want Ryan Reynolds to know that he is in complete creative control. That he's going to make it great, and people will be wanting to see it, dying to see it. Well, not dying, not after what's happened the last 12 hours, no, but they want to go see it. Kind, yes. Daniel says, "This is how I rank him now." Okay, to you, Temple of Doom is still number one. Okay, now that's fine, Daniel. Raiders still number two. Last Crusades 3. Now you put Dial of Destiny number 4, and last but not least, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Yeah, that sounds about right. Except that I'd rather have Crusade number 1, Raiders number 2, uh, then then yeah. Hold on, let me start again. Okay, Crusade number 1, the original Raiders number 2, Dial of Destiny number 3, Crystal Skull number 4, and number 5 would be Temple of Doom. Yeah, that would be my ranking. Then Pine says, "I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything at all day yet." Well, Lemon, go get something to eat. I really do appreciate you being here for my venting stream. I'm sorry. I don't want to make you starve. Okay, if you're hungry, please grab something to eat. I'm going to be shutting down here anyway in the next couple minutes. Okay, I want to catch up on the chat, acknowledge everybody that's come today because they really got me out of a funk, and I really appreciate it. I'm still going to be kind of funky, but I hope to make the AQOT and and have a better day today. I hope. Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls, last but not least. I still love that movie. Yes, yes. Um, oh, I hate Into Darkness. Finally, a film we can totally disagree on. Yay! Okay, Pleasant B. All right, PvP. Okay, we'll talk about that on Wednesday. Okay. When you have time, sure, we will. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Chris Pine wants 4 million for the next Star Trek movie. BS, Chris. You're not going to get it for 4 million. Come on, come on. I can find 10 people that can play James D. Kirk. Oh, excuse me, James Tiberius Kirk better than you. Better than you. I can name 10 people. You want me to wait till Wednesday? I will. I can name 10 people that play it, Jay, better than Chris Pine. Okay? They're still alive and breathing. They can still play it. Yeah, PvP says Raiders, Crusade, Dial, Temple, and Skull. That's fair enough. Yeah, I like that. I like that lineup too. Yeah. The filming for Deadpool is so behind. I wouldn't be surprised if it finished production in January 2024. That's not including reshoots. You know what, Daniel? I actually hope that happens. To start a new year, I hope that Deadpool 3 does come out. That would be appropriate. I would really enjoy that. Heck, now if they do Christmas, even better. I mean, come on. I saw Violent Night with David Harbour, on Christmas time, and John Leguizamo. That was a great film. I gave a really good review on that in my Facebook page, Honest Critic. This is going to be on there too. So, or not this one, but the live stream on Wednesday. Lemon Pie says, I don't like Chris Pine. Sorry. Just don't. Can't say why. Lemon Pie, you've got your reasons. I got mine. Now, I didn't mind him doing the initial Star Trek. I thought he didn't do a very good Into Darkness. I thought Benedict did a better Khan. Okay? That's just saying. Now, in Star Trek 3 Star Trek Beyond, I think that Simon Pegg was great as Scotty in that one. Believe it or not. I think he did a great job and everybody else was just there. Is that wrong? I mean, that's what I thought. I thought the first movie has to be Pine, and he did okay. He sold it. I thought he was correct, at least for that one movie. Maybe, okay? That there's a debate still on that, and for me, there's still a debate. Number 2 was Benedict because he played a great Khan. And number 3, because Simon Pegg did a great Scotty. He knew the role he had to achieve, and it was much better than anybody else was putting out in that film. And that film was a stinker. That was the stinker of all 3 stinkers. That was the ultimate one. So, yeah. Let's see. Now, Jay said 3 would be 1, the second would be 2, the first would be 3, the fourth would be last, and the fifth would be 4. Okay. Daniel, yes, we need another Indy movie explaining how Indy lost his eye. Yeah, I know. From Young Indiana Jones Adventures. Yes, I know. You know what? Harrison's going to have to come forward and say, or remember it was Lucas that mostly put out the Young Indiana Jones series Chronicles. So you're going to have to ask him, or somebody's going to have to ask him how to make up for that, miscontinuity. I like the third JJ film. The best of the 3 still, I don't consider them real Trek. True, PvP, you're right. They're in a different Kelvin timeline is what was described. Or at least that's what JJ, I can't direct anything, Abrams said. Anything sci-fi. I, I think that's what he I think that's what he said. Some different Kelvin timeline. So of course it's not canon. It's not real Trek. Indy lost his eye in the Young Indiana Jones Adventures. We flash forward and see an elderly Indy Jones with one eye in the 1990s. I don't know when in the 90s. I never saw it personally. Yeah, well, if they decide, oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this. If they decide they do an Indy 6 and he shows up as a cameo, okay. But I don't want to see a woman do Indiana Jones. I want somebody else. And since he lost his son, maybe that kid Terry that was in the film, maybe Terry could be the next Indy. He's an adventurer. He's an adventurous kid. Why not? Make him grow up and be the next one. Just a thought. Yeah, Indiana Jones and the Eye Patch of Destiny. Yeah, right. Right, PvP. Bones was the best in the Trek reboot. Yes. Okay. I agree with you there, Jay. Yes. The guy that played Bones. Yeah. That was Carl Urban. Yeah, he did a great job. I agree. Carl Urban is an awesome actor. I loved Dial of Destiny. I still don't get why people are saying Disney ruined Indiana Jones. They simply did not. No. You know what? It's like I said earlier. It's really about what Pop said. Pop said that Disney and he's not completely wrong. Okay, they pedophilia is a thing with them. I guess apparently I don't know, but that's what Pop says. And I've looked it up, and yes, there are some things to warrant what he said, but also child groomers. I have a problem with that. So I told Pop, I said, look, Pop, when I do my stream on Wednesday, you want to come by, please come by. And if you want to come into the chat, I absolutely would love to have you in there. And if you want to come on the panel, please come on the panel because we know your pop culture. You've done your research. You've done your yeah. And I want to hear your opinion. I want to hear everybody's opinion on it. Absolutely, especially about Disney. Uh, yeah, Daniel, he said, did he lose his son or maybe might still alive in a POW camp in Vietnam? That would be in my story. Okay, that's good. That's in your story. So they maybe he was lost. Maybe he's a MIA, missing in action. Maybe they thought he was dead. If they found another body, that would be good if you could put that in your story, Daniel. An MIA. That would make a lot of sense. But please don't bring Shia LaBeouf back. Please don't. I was so glad he wasn't in this one. Uh, Believe me, I don't want to see Shia ever again. I don't have a personal affinity or hatred for the actor himself. I think he's okay as a person. I don't say he's great as an actor by any means, any stretch. But yeah, but I mean, please don't let him do it again. Daniel, I've come to the conclusion a lot of YouTube channels are making money hating on films they aren't honest or truthful. PvP, you couldn't have said it any better than me myself. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. These are channels that are monetized. I am not a monetized channel. I do not subscribe to monetization. I do not. I have opinions. I'm going to express them. I don't need I don't need people to pay me money on my channel. Okay? I don't need that at all. I'm freely expressing how I feel and I want to say what I feel. That's all. And I'm going to answer the critics. My stream will answer those critics. You guys hate the films? Fine. I'll tell you why I loved it. And then you go from there. You make your own decisions. I don't decide for you, you make them. That's what you do. Let's see. Okay, Jay, yes. May the Lord be with you, Almighty. I will see you at AQOT. Bye till then, brother. Yes, my brother. Yes, Jay. I hope to make it. I might be a little under the weather, so we'll see what happens. But thank you so much for coming to the stream. Uh, and God bless you. God bless everyone that came to the stream today. I'll try to mention everybody as I can at the end. Also, I saw Film Theory, and they explained how it could be possible for Indiana Jones or anyone to survive a nuclear explosion in a fridge. There is a lot of lead in that fridge. Yes, Daniel, yes. And we're going to talk about, we will briefly talk about that too. But I got to explain something to you, okay? You could have all the lead in the world, all right? I'm just going to say this once until the stream on Wednesday. You can have all the lead in the world surrounding you, even in a fridge, but with the cause of impact and the explosion being a nuclear bomb, an A bomb. Okay, let's be specific. It was an atom bomb. Okay, it's dropped on the middle of that whole thing. He's right there, basically at ground zero. Nothing survives at ground zero, even if they're covered in a whole bunch of lead. In fact, even if he was underground, I'm just making a point here. Now, like I said, it's just my theory, so they might have a different theory, physics or whatever in regards wise to how he could have survived. But I'm just saying, if there was a bomb-proof shelter, okay, lead lined or whatever, underground this thing, and the A bomb drops right on top of where he would have been, right there, he's dead. I don't care what you say, he's dead. All right? At that point, I'm saying, for my own opinion, my own sufficient theory, he's dead. There's no way he's alive. In fact, if you want to agree on this about Indy 5, he should have died at the beginning, but he didn't. So, was that because of the cup of the Holy Grail that he drank towards the end of Last Crusade? Was that why he survived? Or was it just because of divine intervention? That's possible. You could throw God into the mix and say, "Oh, God didn't want Indy to die yet," right? And just have a bomb drop on him. or or like we said, an atom bomb that dropped down while he's in a fridge. Who knows? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Lemon Pie. Yes, I wanted to put this on the stream. And Lemon Pie, thank you so much for reminding me. Yes, let's help Pop out so he can get to Williams, Arizona, have some funds on him so he can help himself, get himself back to normal, some kind of semblance of normal. So it's right there in the chat. It's https www.givesendgo. That's GIVESENDGO, all together in one word, .com /, and then it's the capital letters are G as in George, A as in Apple, M as in Mary, X as in X-ray, and the number 2. So GAMX2. All right, so www.givesendgo.com / in capital letters GAMX and the number 2 added to it. Okay, I want to make sure you guys do give what you can, and he also does appreciate prayers, love, and support. I know that Jay and I got prayer groups going for him as well. So, Lemon Pie said, just peeled a boiled egg and the shell came out smoothly, hoping it's a good omen for the day. I think it is, Lemon. If it all comes off in one, it's very good omen. Yes. Daniel said, yeah, oh, I gotta say, Shia LaBeouf was a great mutt. I hope they find a way to bring him back somehow. Maybe use my idea. Okay, Daniel. Okay, let me try to explain one thing quickly. Shia LaBeouf is an okay actor. I never said he was terrible. I never said he was bad. Okay? I'm saying that what he did initially to the Transformers franchise is hard to recover from. He didn't do a good job at all. Now, here's the other thing I forgot to mention. Megan Fox, who also didn't act very well in the Transformers franchise, is in Expendables 4 as Jason Statham's girlfriend. What the hell? Are you serious? Right? So I have a reason to fear. I do. I'm not a Megan Fox fan. I've never been. And she's in this thing. I'm like, are you serious? Oh, my God. So that tells you how I feel about Shia. Okay? Look, in your story, if you can bring him back, that he was MIA or something, that would be worth something. I want you to write a storyline like that and try to pitch it to Spielberg and his minions and Lucas. See what they say. Yeah. They might even take you up on it. PvP says, Jill finally finished her tacos. We are starting, Uncle. So heading out. Have a good day, everyone. Thanks, PvP. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Honestly do. I really do. Thank you, buddy. Lemon Pie said, lead is just for radiation. It wouldn't protect against the force and heat. There's also oxygen suck. Yes. How does he breathe in the damn thing? You sucked out all the oxygen. How does he breathe? He's breathing carbon. He's breathing over amounts of his own breath, carbon dioxide, mixed with a little of the monoxide, which comes from the lead. That's a good point, Lemon. That's a good point. Because he would have died. I'm sorry. He's rolling. Let me tell it one more time. Just the part about the fridge rolling, whatever. If he's rolling in the fridge, he is dead. He's dead. If the initial blast didn't kill him, he's dead by the time he hits that wherever, near where the prairie dog was. Those are prairie dogs, by the way. Yeah, where the prairie dog was. He's dead. There's no way he climbs out of that thing. No, he's a discombobulated mess, or he's awful. He's just juicy mess. But he's dead. So, right. Daniel says, yeah, the Holy Grail gave him an abundance of life energy, and that is how he survived the atom bomb cause. Think about it. The explosion would have killed him. The intense heat would have killed him. Yes. Now, that could be the only reason I believe that. Like I said, because of the Holy Grail cup he drank from. He was the first to drink, and he chose wisely. That's what the knight said, right? Um, yes, the impact, Daniel continues, he said, the impact would have killed him. The force of the explosion would have killed him, and him impacting the ground would have killed him. Not to mention when there is a nuclear explosion. There's a lot of not just radiation, but the dust falling would also be radioactive. It's falling all over him, and he's breathing it in. He's not just double dead, he's triple dead. He should be juiced when he landed. Yes. Divine intervention would do the trick. Yes, Lemon Pie. Yes. That's what Daniel, thank you for explaining your position. Yes. Now you're making sense. Now you agree with me, right? The only way, right, that Indy survives what happened to him in Crystal Skull and what initially happens to him, though I won't go into much more detail than that until the stream on Wednesday. What happens to him in the beginning of Indy 5, that has to be God. There's no other explanation possible. Divine intervention. You guys, Lemon, Daniel, great points. Great points. Did I mention the intense heat would have turned him into KFC? Yes, it would have baked him. Or, like we said, when he rolled in the fridge, there's one of two things that can happen. He breaks all his bones and dies instantly. The impact alone, he dies from that. The intense heat could turn him into jelly in an instant. The radiation would kill him instantly. By all accounts, he should have died. And you know, Daniel, you've seen Indy 5. By all accounts, he should have died when he had that thing happen to him. I won't say what it is because I know some people still want to see it. But that being said, you'll just have to go see Indy 5 to find out. And like I said, we'll make sure that we give spoiler-free reviews on Wednesday. And then we can talk about anything. You guys can discuss Deadpool 3. We can discuss Expendables 4. Because, like I said, I've seen the trailer. I'm scared of shit of it. So, you know, I hope we can talk about a lot of things. And like I said, I'm going to try for 4 hours. And that's all I can try for. And I've been here now an hour and a half. So that's great. That's fine because I needed to vent. I need to get my stuff out, especially with what's happened to my wife in the last 12 hours. So I'm still feeling kind of, you know, verklempt about that. I guess that's the best word to say. Uh, yeah, speaking of intense heat, it's around 100 degrees here now, but still short of atom bomb heat so far. Yes. Well, now think about it, Lemon. We're in the middle of the Nevada desert, okay? Nevada and Arizona share a common theme, dryness, okay? And when it's hot out there, okay, especially in the middle of the Nevada desert where you're dropping an atom bomb test, that intense heat alone will kill anything within reason, within, you know, certain mileage from the bomb site, from ground zero. So that's why I had difficulties. But then, I think all three of us gentlemen explained it. Divine intervention. Absolute divine intervention. Look, I know Spielberg believes in God. He's Jewish. He has to believe in a God if he's Jewish, right? Maybe not necessarily other people, but I know he believes. And he worked on it. He was an executive producer. So yeah, I mean, you know, hope your wife is okay, Mikey. I hope so too, Lemon. She's with a good friend. She's with Scotty. He's a dear friend. They've been friends for over 20, almost 25 years. Yeah, she's gonna be okay. I told her I'll take care of the babies. You just go spend time with your friend. She hasn't been able to really spend any time with her best friend. So, Daniel says, "Did you know the OG the original Back to the Future idea had Mary McFly climbing into a fridge and Doc Brown would have ignited a nuclear bomb in the desert. That's how Mary traveled through time originally." Yeah, I've seen the storyboards and things that they were planning to do originally, but then Zemeckis and and Spielberg to some extent said, no, that wouldn't be that wouldn't be practical, wouldn't be reasonable, and plus it would have cost too much to put a nuclear bomb together, or an atom bomb. But then they did that in Crystal Skull, right? So anything's possible, you know. But they did not want small children climbing the fridge. No, 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 no. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, well, I'm gonna get ready myself. I'm gonna grab a drink and then I'm gonna get ready and see if I can check up on PvP and Jill's stream and then go over to a question of Trek and see if I can maybe get into the panel today. If not, it's totally fine. I've got a lot of emotions to process for the next 72 hours until Wednesday's stream. So I hope you guys uh, have a great rest of this weekend. Also, happy July 4th. Happy Independence Day to everyone I know down there in the States, as well as happy Canada Day for this weekend extended up here in Canada. I want to say that first, too. Uh, as you can see, my voice is starting to crack, so I know I've been talking a lot, so I apologize. If I've wasted anybody's time, I apologize. I hope I haven't. I just want to be able to vent because just so much has happened. Uh, right. Daniel says, but the question is, if that happened like that, how would Marty McFly go back to the future? He needs another nuclear bomb to get back. Right. That's what I'm saying. There was a difficulty with that, Daniel. They couldn't do it. They just couldn't do it. It wasn't practical. That's what Robert Zemeckis said. It wasn't practical. I watched the behind the scenes of it, and it was a possible scenario they thought of doing, but then they decided against it because they said it just wasn't practical at the time. I mean, you couldn't really do it. Daniel says no fireworks this year around here. Yeah, in Fergus, you said. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. We had some out here last night. Over here in Scarborough, we did have a few. We got to see some of them while I was playing Jet Nerdy last night with the guys. So yeah, that was fun getting to see some fireworks. But then we found out about our friend Peter and her friend Peter, and you know what happened. So, they are afraid it would cause more forest fires. Yes. Well, there's over 200 fires still going, right? That are uncontrollable, or at least not 100% contained. Yeah. So it's a really bad time out there right now. Okay, so we got 4 people watching the chat. I appreciate that. I really do. You guys have been amazing for me. God bless you all because you guys, coming in, getting me while I was still kind of raw, still feeling an emotional state. I am going to be probably feeling this way a little bit, but I'm going to try to get better. I want to be stronger for my wife, because she's really going through a hard time right now. But she needed another friend to be there, and I said, yes, please go for it, okay? And that's where she is. But she's also picking up some stuff for the cats. So I know I say that sometimes. I know I've said this 3 other times, or at least 4. I think 4. 4 of the times where I said I didn't want to do another stream until I got to my live stream on Wednesday. But I had to vent, so I'm so sorry. I hope and pray this will be the last stream that I do for myself and for you guys, especially. It's all about you guys. It's not about me. It's about my male friends, my lady friends, all who I care for. I consider my extended family. And you guys and gals have all been there for me, and I really appreciate it. Even when I was down, even when I didn't have anything going, you guys have pumped me up. You've made me feel better. I do. I feel so much more wonderful right now than I did hour and a half ago. So the 4 people that are still watching, thank you for being here. For the 5 who gave me likes for this video and the webcam, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. That helps me a lot. Also, if you can subscribe to the channel and hit your notification bell so that you'll be aware of any future streams I got coming up, like the one that's coming up on July 5th, Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I hope you guys are there for that. I will be there on the stream. I hope, okay, no promises, but I hope to be on there for at least 4 hours till about midnight my time. So we'll see what happens after that point. If I'm still going, bye, Lemon Pie. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself, sir. And God bless for every time you come, every stream. Thank you. And you too, Daniel. And yeah, yes. Yeah, the forest fires are really bad. So, to Daniel's Hot Topics, to our buddy who represents us in the chat and helps. Hi, Jay Aldridge, and Daniel's Hot Topics, my brothers in arms. My brother over in BC, Pleasant Valley Picker, PvP. Also, Professor Brainy Specs, Mr. Jeff Franklin in Texas. Thank you so much. Jay, who's in Louisiana, thank you so much. I want to make sure I cover everyone. Just going through the chat again. Resolute Germ. And Germ, I'm going to be there for you and Gorilla tonight to watch The Patriot. Now, I've already seen the film, so if you want, I'll stay in the chat and moderate it, or I can join the panel. Let me know either way when I get there tonight. But I know that's at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight for them, for The Patriot. So, yes. And by the way, Heath Ledger is in that one. And I miss Heath Ledger. He was great in The Dark Knight. He was great in this movie. He was great in Patriot. Underrated, for sure. And I think, oh yes, and Trusty Ape for first coming in. Thank you, Trusty Ape, Kevin. You're awesome. And whoever on break who said don't hack, ban, terminate, impersonate, but couldn't spell impersonate correct. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't want to play spell check or freak show on that score. But thank you on break for coming too. Being new to our chat and helping us out. Appreciate that. And yes, I got Professor. I got Jay. I got PvP. I got Daniel. Resolute Germ. I got Lemon Pie. Yes. Yes. All right. Yes, take care. Every one of you guys. Thank you. Daniel. Yeah. The Patriot. It's going to be actually on Gorilla's Random Thoughts channel tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, we want you to come by. Be a part of the panel if you want, or be in the chat, because that's a great film. I love The Patriot. Not so much for, like I said, not so much for Mel Gibson's performance, but I loved it for Heath Ledger's performance and Jolie Richardson. She was great in that too. So yeah, so it's on Gorillas at 8 p.m. tonight. Yeah, Eastern time. For you, that would be, yeah, you're Pacific. Oh no, you're the same time as me. Sorry. Yeah, I apologize. You're in Ontario area or Ontario province. So yeah, it would be the same time as me. So 8 p.m. Eastern tonight on Gorilla's channel. Okay, Daniel? Did you get that okay? Yeah? I hope. Okay. Or just follow notification. Like I say, hit the notification button. Every time you see that they're going to do an upcoming live stream, hit notification, turn it on. So that way you'll know when yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So we've been here for about an hour and 34 minutes. So I think we'll go ahead and close down this webcam stream. Again, I want to thank everyone I mentioned that came today to be here for me. Trust me, I appreciate all your prayers, your love and support, because I know you guys are my extended family. I care about you as much as I care about all my other family members, my friends, everyone who's dear to me. You all are important to me. Yes, Daniel, it was an awesome film. I hope you come by tonight to discuss it. It's wonderful. So again, yes, everyone, please hit the like, hit the subscribe button, please, because I'm only 11 subscribers away. Yay! And if I can reach 100 subscribers, I'll be totally happy. You know, I think it's something to brag about. I've been on YouTube for, oh my gosh, how long have I been on YouTube? Let me think. Okay. No. I've been on YouTube for at least, yeah, I've been on YouTube for at least 7 years, I think. Yeah, 7 years? That's something like that. Oh, no, it's been longer than that. I take that back. I've been on for at least 10 years. Yeah, 2013, 10 years. So I've been on YouTube for 10 years, and I know YouTube started way back in 2006. Yeah. So I started like about yeah. I started about 6 or 7 years later after YouTube had been on the air for a little while. So I've got some early stuff. That's on my Warlord Fate channel. That's also connected. It's my second channel to this well, it's my very first channel, and then Mikey Sues 4 is my second channel. I've described that before, but yeah, I have two channels on YouTube. Excuse me. But what I did was I transferred everything that I had on Warlord Fate and transferred it to Mikey Sues. So whatever playlist you go through, that's everything from both channels that I have on those playlists. So please check them out. There's some good stuff there. Okay, so with that being said, once again, don't forget Wednesday night, July 5th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, 5 p.m. Pacific, and if you're in the Mountain Time Zone, 6 p.m. Okay? Or you're Central. West of Central. So yeah, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So please be there for my stream. It'll be the first real movie review live stream. I also will have it connected the very next day. I'll connect the link to the Honest Critic Review Club group that we have on Facebook. So if you missed my initial stream, you can replay it back on Facebook under that group name. I'll describe it again on Wednesday when I come to do the stream and say where it's connected to. And Garen Lazar, I hope you'll approve of it too, because it'll help broaden our group beyond Facebook and help to get our group out there. Honest critiques, so we can talk about films we've seen recently and get our honest input on it. So anyway, oh, Lemon Pie says I'll do my best to be there. Thank you, Lemon Pie. We do appreciate it. And please eat something. Don't starve. Okay, again, with that being said, thank you everyone again for bolstering my spirits. I know it's been a difficult 12 hours. It'll be a difficult 24 hours and probably a difficult 72 hours until I have the stream on Wednesday. So I'm going to comfort my wife absolutely these next 3 days when she comes back from being with her best friend to get through this pain. And I hope we can get through the pain together for what she's going through. And then we'll see you guys on Wednesday. And don't forget, I'll try to be there at AQOT later in about 2 hours from now. They start at 4:30, so I'll try to be there. I'll be lurking around that. And then tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern will be The Patriot. That'll be on Gorilla's Random Thoughts channel, along with Resolute Germ. And I also help co-host. I also help to try to moderate the chat, so we'll be well behaved. And we hope to see Daniel there too. And we'll bring him along, and yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Then don't forget, I also play after Wednesday's stream. I also play Jet Nerdy on Saturday nights, which usually begins at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's 6 o'clock Pacific time. John DeMarco and Professor Brainy Specs. They do a great show there. It is one of the best shows on YouTube. Okay, so I'm endorsing it. Also, don't forget in the chat, we have a donation to Pop is in there. I have a live chat replay. So please look for it. It's https www Uh, Send Go. I had it. Yeah, hold on. I'll find it again. There it is. Okay, remember, again, to help Pop Culture Curator out so that he can get to Williams, Arizona, have some funds on him and so forth, and to help with his medical expenses, he still needs help with that. Please go to www.givesendgo, all one word, .com, then backward slash, then the letters, in caps, GAMX, and the number 2. Okay? Please. Please help Pop out. Okay. Perfect. It's about an hour, 40 minutes. I was going to say about an hour and a half, but that's fine. Hour 45. I'll still go here to about almost an hour 45. So, again, all of you are awesome. You really are. Yes, Lemon Pie, thank you. Lemon Pie posted it one more time at the bottom of the chat, of this chat. So please, if you didn't catch it way up there, yeah, it's right down here. It's in the chat twice. Thank you, Lemon Pie. Yes, that helps a lot. So yes, please, when you watch this stream later, please follow the donation line right over there in the chat and do what you can for Pop. But like we said, prayers, love, support also very helpful. And support his channel. That helps too. Pop Culture Curator. Go to his channel and hit subscribe, hit like, whatever he does. And also hit the notification button for him. I'll endorse his channel here too. Because he got me started. He really was one of the few wonderful people that got me started in this, in doing live streams, webcams, and everything. And I have so many people to thank. Also, LDG Free the Net. I hope you were watching this too. So thank you, and Trustee, of course. So I've got everybody. I believe I got everybody I covered, and of course all my friends on Facebook. Okay, well that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna pop out now, get something to drink. And Lemon Pie just posted Pop Culture's address in the chat also. His channel. Please check it out. He also has the donation link there as well. So, if you listen here, it's there too. All right. Thank you, everyone, for attending. You know who you are. I mentioned everybody, I believe, so we're all covered there. And I hope to see you guys in future streams. Like I said, alongside Jeff Nerdy, AQOT, and a Derivative Jill streams as well. Gorilla's streams as well. Anyone's streams, anyone that's there that I know I'm close friends with, I will be there if I can. Do the best I can, as Lemon Pie does for us, which I truly appreciate. And for one last time, thank you again all for being here. I hope you have a great weekend wherever you are, whether in Canada for Canada Day or in the United States for Independence Day, July 4th coming up. I hope you guys have a great one, a safe one, okay, with the fireworks. Please don't set things on fire other than setting them into the sky. And God bless. God bless you all.